Hey, this is The Good with Dr. Joe. And here is our man, Dr. Joe.
Thank you so much, Ms. No. Welcome to our podcast. It's The Good with Dr. Joe. Right now, it's 12 noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. What's happening in London?
It's 5 o'clock in London town.
5 p.m. Ms. No, you're absolutely right. Now, you can see us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, Google, and Instagram. We'll come to you live every Wednesday at 12 noon. All right, it's the good because we look for the good in anything. You know, every day we go through situations.
Right.
We try to find the good. That's what's going to help you survive and be in a positive mood or mode. All right, so today we're continuing our series about setting New Year resolutions and following through on the resolutions. What's the point of setting up resolutions if you can follow through? So last week we talked about taking care of your eyes. You're supposed to do your eye check every year because you want your eyes to be sharp and focus on whatever you're going to be doing. All right, so today we're going to be talking about your general health. How do you take care of yourself generally? But before we do that, we're going to show you the video that we saw on the internet. So
this is a future star.
Yeah, this is a little segment that we started, I think, a couple of weeks back. You know, so here we go. She is knocking it out of the park.
Yeah.
I wish I could dance like that.
You could.
She's killing it.
I know. Yeah, there was Daddy.
That is absurd.
Yeah.
Well, it's a great video. I say whenever you're not busy, take a minute, look at it, and get yourself a good laugh. All right, so let's go ahead.
She is so cute.
All right, yeah. So I think part of good living is making time to get yourself some good laugh.
Oh, yes. Laugh is like a medicine.
Yes. Yeah. Laughter is actually a medicine to the soul. All right, so before we start today, I just want to maybe lay a couple of foundation, okay? Your mind, your health actually starts from your mind. Your mindset, your mind controls a lot of what happens to you. Your emotions, your psychology, your physiological standpoint come together to present a healthy outlook. Right. They all work together, but it starts from your mind.
Yeah, the good health starts in your mind.
Yes, if your mind is not right. The good book says that.
Yeah.
How do they say it now? It just left my.
Well, it says laughter is like a medicine to the soul, and attitude can keep you healthy.
That's what I'm looking for. Attitude. I think the Bible that says that, as a man thinketh,
so he beeth.
So that's it. So yes. Mm-hmm. So that's what forms your attitude. That's what forms what comes out of you. You know, your body begins to respond to that.
Right.
Absolutely.
To the way you think.
The way you think is very, very important. You know, I was looking at Tom Brady. Tom Brady just won his number 7 Super Bowl ring.
Right.
Number 7. Why? Because it's his mindset. Look at his age.
43.
43. Look at the analysis. All the sports people have said, no, he couldn't do that. He couldn't do this.
But he eats right. And I heard he goes to bed at 8:30 every night, gets up at 5:30 a.m., and he does all this religiously, see? That's what makes the big difference.
It comes from the mind. Once the mind is already set, then it's easy for the body to follow through. You know, see? Life is about give and take.
And you know, I noticed, I watched that game, and I noticed when Kansas City made their touchdown, he stayed just as calm.
No, but they didn't make any touchdown. They,
Oh, yeah.
They scored a field goal. They never made the touchdown.
Yeah, they did
Ooh.
too. I watched the
Ooh,
game.
we're getting our first call. Oh my God, our first call is coming early. Okay, just hold on for a few seconds. We're going to start taking calls in a few minutes, and the number to call is 678-708-4567. No, Miss No.
I watched
Kansas
the
City.
game.
Yeah.
He made a touchdown. They made a touchdown, and they showed his face.
Miss No, they didn't do a touchdown. Come on, what are you talking about? I watched that game from beginning to the end. They scored 9 points, right? Am I correct? They had 9. I can pull it up right
Well,
now.
9 means a touchdown.
No, they scored 3 field goals. 3 field goals, 3 points each. They didn't score 1 touchdown. Kansas City didn't do that, But they made this a field goal. Yeah, they scored a field goal first. And you see, he's always calm. Look at him. You remember 3 or 4 years ago when they played Atlanta?
I didn't watch that.
They played Atlanta in the Super Bowl.
Mm.
Third quarter, Miss No, third
Atlanta
quarter.
played in the Super Bowl? I didn't know that.
Third quarter, they were down 28-3.
Who was? The Patriots?
Patriots, 28-3. And
Really?
Yes. Why you acting like you don't know what happened?
Well, I didn't watch the game. I wasn't interested.
And you didn't hear about what happened?
I don't even remember it. No.
Oh my God. Yeah.
But now, if you want to talk about UGA,
Yes. But
we're
Brady
going to talk about the Bulldog.
was calm. He was calm. He kept talking to his people, say, hey, we'll make this happen. We'll make this happen. So it's all about the mind. Yeah.
Right. But he doesn't stay any more calm than Stafford. Stafford, was a UGA quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
He really good.
Yes.
But anyway, we're going to talk about being on the field under stress and strain.
Yeah.
Having the crap beat out of you.
Yeah.
And they stayed calm, cool,
Absolutely.
collected.
Absolutely.
And that's what enables them to win.
Absolutely. So let's talk about what you do. Now that your mind is right, what do you do with your body? So, Ms. No, go ahead.
Okay, here's a few things that I came across. This one was a surprise to me.
Mm-hmm.
Eat slowly. Fast eaters are up to, now get this, 115% more likely to gain weight. That's really a big surprise.
Yeah, because when you don't eat right and the body doesn't have a chance to grind and
metabolize.
Yes, and then absorb those nutrients. Right. Guess what? Then it goes into the wrong places and becomes stored as fat. And
it says eat whole grain bread. And here's another one. Helps to reduce the risk of type 2 diabetes. And it's also full of B vitamins and minerals.
Yeah, my dad had diabetes, and he got to a point that he just gave up. You see, the thing about eating is that you have to balance things up. There's eating, there's exercise, and all that. Let's just continue to go ahead.
Okay, and here's one that's Greek yogurt is the best because it has less water in it, and it's very good for a low-carb diet. And it says never shop unless you have a list.
Yes.
Then you don't do a lot of that impulsive buying if you shop with a list. Now, here's one. Eggs are incredibly healthy. They're very rich in protein and increase the feeling of fullness so you stay less hungry through the day. They say you should eat your eggs in the morning because it creates that fullness feeling in your stomach. And, of course, drink lots of water.
Yeah.
Now, here's something. A lack of enough water can cause dry eye, which I have.
Yes.
And dry eye has caused this chalazion that you can see on my eye. So be sure and drink lots of water because the dry eye is just one of the multiple things it can cause.
And let me talk a little bit about water. And now you also have the energy infused water. You have I don't know why I keep forgetting now. You have the alkaline water, and you have all kinds of different kinds of water out there. It really, really helps to get water in your system.
Oh, yeah.
It helps the system in all manner of ways. Do not get yourself in a situation whereby you are dehydrated.
No, but my father died from dehydration.
Mm.
It triggered a heart attack.
Mm.
And dehydration can cause two things. It'll either cause kidney failure or trigger a heart attack. So drinking is very important.
How many gallons of water do you think we should be taking every day?
Well, I think you should keep it at a normal rate, but I have no idea. It depends on your size.
Yeah, I would say aim for between half a gallon to 1 gallon.
See, you need more water than I do because you're bigger.
Yeah, I'm bigger, and then I'm a little more active. You know, so depending on how active you are, you want to do half a gallon to 1 gallon.
Well, there again,
not less than that. Yeah.
If you sweat a lot,
yes,
then naturally you need more water.
Correct. That's the system. That's the whole cycle. You know,
right.
You drink, you sweat, and you continue. All right. So go ahead. What else you got?
Well, especially this time of year, you need to take vitamin D supplements, and it says omega-3 supplements help us. So if you don't drink milk in the wintertime, and we're not out in the sun that much, sometimes you need to take a vitamin D supplement.
Yeah, and this is why it's so critical to keep up with your yearly exam. I just had mine done last December. I had my full physical and the full exam. You know, they're able to analyze where you're lacking, where you need to supplement and things like that. You don't just want to go out there and just get anything. Of course, vitamin D is necessary. That's a necessity for everybody. But you also want to be able to narrow down to the areas of need so you can focus on your area of concern and then take the appropriate supplements to help you out. So it's good to do your test. Your annual test is very, very critical. Yes, ma'am.
And here's another thing that surprised me.
Yes.
It said you eat fruits instead of drinking them. Apparently, you get more of the nutrients out of the solid fruit rather than making it into a fluid.
Yeah, that's because in making it into fluid, a lot of people add a lot of other things that change the natural content of the fruit. You know, compared to if you eat it yourself. If you eat it yourself, your saliva and the natural process of breaking down that product
in your body
gives you the full potential of that fruit.
You know, it's become a fad now.
Yes.
To put the fruit in the blender and the vegetables and all that stuff.
Yes.
And drink it.
Yes.
But you're going to get more nutrients if you eat it whole.
Now, for some of those, depending on the compositions, sometimes you may get more out of that depending on how you put them together. You know, like me now, for example, I blend. This is watermelon, for example. Watermelon and lemon. Yeah, watermelon, lemon. You know.
Oh, that sounds good. I bet that tastes good.
Yeah, you know, I do this. You know.
Mm-hmm. I bet lime would be good too.
Oh yeah. You know, from time to time I get that because that is what my body needs. You know, so it's very good. All right, what's it you got?
Well, just, of course, no fast food. Everybody knows that. And, you know, eat a baked potato instead of the fries. They're both good. Baked potatoes are really great. And then they said, you know, bake or roast instead of grilling and frying. Now, I personally, this is just my opinion, which nobody cares about, but I'm going to mention it anyway.
No, I care.
I think if you fry with the right type of oil, like, you know, the olive oil, maybe the coconut oil, I think fried food's not going to hurt you.
Yeah.
I eat a lot of fried foods myself.
So that's what I'm saying, you know, because of the taste. There are people who cannot do without the taste of that fry, you know. That fried taste, you know, you can't substitute it for anything else.
Well, your body needs 2 tablespoons of oil a day. So, you know, and that's a good oil, you know, like the olive oil, of course, is good. I think the coconut oil is good. And the canola oil is good. But your body needs some oil every day.
So you just have to find the oil that works for you.
Right.
And then you can base on the components and the ingredients or whatever of the oil, you can probably narrow it down to a couple that you can use from time to time. You can substitute. Like you said, you have the pure virgin oil. Is there anything like that?
Yes, the pure virgin oil.
Pure virgin oil. You know, so I don't know how they came out with the virginity and all that. How that came about, but hey, it's out there, so check it out. You know.
But you know, regardless of all this, which is good.
Trying to be funny a little bit. I hope that was out of line. Virgin oil.
Wait, we got it. We got it.
Okay. All right. Okay.
But regardless, all this is good.
Mhm.
But if you harbor bitterness,
Mhm.
if you carry anger or resentment or any of those negative emotions,
Yes.
if you carry those in you all the time, you're not going to be well. You're wasting your time with exercises and eating right, because good attitude will promote a healthy body, and a friendly attitude promotes friends.
It actually works together. It works. Everything works together.
Yeah, right.
All of this is I was talking about work together. I was watching this show Shark Tank.
Shark Tank.
Yeah, Shark Tank. Yeah, Shark Tank yesterday. I was
Not
watching
Tank, but Shark Tank.
Shark Tank. Okay, Shark Tank. Okay, I was watching Shark Tank yesterday, and there was a lady that came in. She didn't have any products made yet. She just had the demo, whatever you call it.
Demonstration.
The demonstration. She had no numbers. She didn't know what it was going to cost to do. So typically, when people come like that and they don't have any of their stuff
Yeah, I
together,
know.
they usually don't get any deal. In fact, they get it beat down
Yeah, I know.
from the sharks.
Right.
All right. Now this lady came because she had a good attitude. That was it. Because she had a good attitude, she had about 3 sharks, all fighting to get a deal with her, just because of her attitude.
Well, she knew how to sell.
She knew how to sell. She knew how to sell herself. So it's very, very critical for whatever is the situation you are in. You want to position yourself in a pleasant. You want to present yourself as pleasant to people as much as you can.
Well, sure.
And that if you're angry or there's resentment, it's going to be hard to do that.
Well, yeah, I mean, but I'm just talking about even with your family, with everybody.
Mhm.
But just in general, even when you're alone,
Yeah.
if you think good thoughts.
Yes.
Now, it's hard to think good thoughts all the time, but you can discipline yourself
Yes.
where that
You walk in it.
works all the time. I read an article once about Goldie Hawn,
Mm-hmm. The actor, right?
the actress.
Yeah.
And she said when she was 16 years old, she woke up one morning.
Yeah.
I don't know how her life was. They didn't go into detail.
Yes.
She said, I woke up one morning when I was about 16 years old and decided I was going to be a happy person.
Hmm.
And she said, since that day forward, I have been a happy person. She said, I've never had an unhappy day in my life.
Wow. See, that's a big one.
Yeah, she disciplined herself.
So you make the decision. You decide
Right.
what to do, irrespective of what is going on around you.
Right.
So you decide, this is how I'm going to impact the situation. This is how I'm going to try to change the air around me. Sometimes we carry some air
You
around
carry
us.
a field.
You carry a field.
Magnetic field.
Carry
Yeah.
magnetic field, call it magnetic field, call it energy,
Mhm.
call it an aura,
Mhm.
it comes from you. And all of this, is something you have to decide. So when you make your resolution at the beginning of the year, you actually making a decision of what you are going to achieve. And as you make the decision, you're following up with steps. That's how you get victory in what you do.
And people say, and I'm guilty too, they say, well, this happened or that happened. Well, he said or she said. But it's all making a choice. It doesn't matter what someone else is doing. You make a choice as to how you're going to handle yourself. It's a choice you make.
Yeah,
You either
it
choose
is.
to be happy or you choose to be unhappy.
Yes. My pastor used to say that it's really not about what they did to you or what somebody did to you, but how you respond,
How you handle it.
how you handle it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That's what determines
you're right.
the kind of person you are.
Correct.
All right. So we had a great time today. Sorry we missed the call earlier on. Now we can take one more call if you're out there. You have a question. You have something you want to add to it. It's 678-708-4567. I'd like us to give a shout out to Veronica. Veronica, lovely fix. She's out there, in pain right now. So we just wish you well. We hope that you get well soon.
He's saying Veronica.
Oh, so what did I say?
I don't know.
Veronica.
Very good.
Veronica. Okay, Veronica. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for joining in. All right, Miss Lou, any last words?
Nothing except I hope you all have a good day a wonderful weekend, and stay warm.
Have a great week. Check us out on YouTube. Is #The Good with Dr. Joe. And see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.